This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hello and welcome to The Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I'm one of your hosts, Tom.
And I'm Tim.
Tim, I got a question for you right up top because
Yeah.
you were just diddling around with your phone for good cause. You weren't being a jerk. You were trying to start a timer so we know. So otherwise, this thing could go on for days.
Or we might do 5 minutes and not know, and just be like, well, that's the episode.
Well, that's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have horrible time perception.
Oh, really?
Like time passing, I feel like it's always changing for me.
I often want to brag about how good I am about estimating time.
Tim, the human metronome.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, I got really good rhythm. I'm a great dancer.
Yeah.
And
and in your head, you're always going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kind of am.
I think that is like that's in like the psychiatric manual under like known disorders.
Well, what happened to me was I was a drummer. And when I was younger, I mean, I guess I still am a drummer. I play the drums. But when I was younger, they were like, oh, here's how you get good time when you're learning how to play the drums. Like,
Count to 4
No.
all day.
Sleep with a metronome under your pillow.
Okay.
So, like, you hear just a clicking, click, click on a certain tempo, and that's how, like, you learn consistent tempos.
So you slept with a metronome at 200 BPM every.
I'd switch it up, man. One day, my dreams were crazy. So I'm sorry. So yeah, I do. But Tom, if you were just like, hey, close your eyes.
Count to 10 and tell me how many seconds passed.
No, close your eyes and you can give me any time. Don't tell me when 20 minutes is up.
What? Dude.
I can get between like I'm not a crazy person. I'd probably get between 18 and 22 minutes. But that like a standard deviation of 2, I don't know. I'd be pretty good, I think. I think I'd be all right.
Okay. That is also like a real good way to like rob you or something.
Why?
Close your eyes and tell me when 20 minutes is up.
Yeah.
You can just do that anywhere with you.
I mean, yeah. I want to show off how good I am at estimating time, so I guess that's my one weakness.
See, and
you've turned my biggest strength into my greatest weakness.
You've spent years criticizing me, saying that I don't know how to juggle. Tim, we should do a live spectacular where you sit on stage with your eyes closed and wait till 20 minutes is up.
Yeah, but it'll have to be completely silent for that.
Yeah, and I juggle. Well, I juggle very quietly, so it would be okay.
Get those silent juggling balls.
I mean, the ones I have aren't very loud.
This is BS, man.
No, if anything, it would help you because I juggle till I think you could set your watch to my juggling. That's what makes it easier.
I think this is a trick, just as before you were saying you were going to rob me. Now I think this is to end our long-standing question of whether or not you can juggle. I have to observe it with my eyes closed for some reason.
Yeah, the 20 minutes are up, and then you can open your eyes and be like, I think that was 20 minutes. I'll be like, it was 24 minutes, and I was juggling the whole time without even one miss.
Tom, a moment in my life that I think about every single day of my life. It happened about a year ago.
Okay.
I was bragging to somebody that if I could just read the blurb under a Pitchfork review,
you could say what it was, it was about.
No.
Okay.
Like so, Pitchfork reviews albums on a 1 to 10 scale with by tenths of a point. Mm-hmm. And if I could just on the front page where it'll be like, Nirvana, Nevermind, and then it'll be like, in this seminal album, Nirvana really shows their stuff, right? And then you click on it, and then you read their article.
Is this an actual headline?
Yeah, this is vaunted.
A new review. Nirvana really shows off their stuff.
But like I said, like before you click on that, I could guess what the score is going to be just based on the blurb. Based on the blurb, within 0.2 and somebody called me on it.
Okay.
A new friend. I had made a new friend, and he was like,
yeah, right.
Cool, let me see it. Mm-hmm. And I beefed it 4 times in a row. And every day I was just like, why did I think that Ariana Grande was a 7.1?
Yeah, you really made an ass out of yourself, huh?
I really did, and I kept going back for more. This is like a
doubling
double
down.
or nothing.
Yeah, that's how you wind up in debtor's prison.
Tom, you were going to ask me something about my phone?
Oh, on the first screen of your Apple iPhone.
Yeah.
You've got an empty slot. You don't have it full of apps.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell, man? Put an app in that slot. That's driving me crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows.
6 rows.
Plus the home row. In the 6th row.
Yes.
I have an empty spot. You want to know what happened?
What happened?
An app that I used stopped updating. And so I had to take it out. And then I don't know. This is prime real estate.
Oh, of course.
It's kind of, I've been auditioning, I've been kind of trying to evaluate day by day. I've been keeping a tally of how often I open all the apps on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th pages.
Oh.
And the most used app, it's gonna get that.
That's what gets the slot.
Yeah, it's a merit-based system, Tom.
So do you have on your second screen, are those your second most used apps, or is it just kind of a no man's land?
Yeah, it's a free for all. It's a real foo for all. Because here's the thing: if I'm not gonna get something on the first try, I'm gonna swipe down and I'm gonna search for
spotlight for it,
exactly.
baby. Yeah, that's what I do. After the first page, a complete chaos,
Wild West.
And sometimes, these people that make folders on their phones, who has the time?
And also, who has the time to freaking click a folder and then an app, especially a folder with more than one screen? Where you just swipe through.
I forgot you can even do that. What's the point?
Nuts.
People are out of their minds. Just create another folder at least.
Yeah. Or just, get your goddamn life in order.
What is the title of that folder? Apps?
Yeah, all the apps.
All my apps. Yeah, I have no idea where anything is past my first screen. And you know what? There's probably some apps that deserve to be on the first screen by now, but
the unsung heroes of Tom's iPhone.
Yeah, but old habits die hard, Tim.
It's true.
How are you doing this week? Apps aside,
Tom,
if you could even say such a ridiculous thing.
I feel like I'm beating a cold, so I feel triumphant.
All right, well, don't count your white blood cells before they beat the virus. It's the old saying.
Yeah. I beat it last week. I beat it back. I started getting sick, and it's like, I'm going to get bed rest, and I'm going to start living like a monk.
I'm going to get bedridden.
And I killed it. Before I got sick.
Last week
it
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's back for more.
Yeah, it was playing possum.
Yeah, but guess what? I'm going to knock it out once and for all. How are you this week?
Pretty good. What's today? Yeah, today's pretty good.
Thanks. All right. Well, if you didn't have anything to say.
No, I'm trying to think what I've even done, Tim. I went and saw that movie Split about a man with split personalities. I can't tell you the twist, but it's an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, you should care, Tim.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't think I've ever liked an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
You liked Unbreakable.
No!
When it came out, I remember, Tim, you had the DVD. You were like, you guys heard DVDs? Check this one out.
My college roommate had the DVD.
Mm-hmm.
You
were
lying.
And you apparently pretended it was yours just to try and impress me.
And to be honest, I thought nothing happened in that movie. Like, just as something was about to happen, the movie ended.
Yeah, I had to recount the movie to somebody, and I was like, and I haven't seen it in such a long time. I was like, oh, it's really cool. And then I was like, let me explain the plot to you. And then I realized, I guess other stuff happened, but I don't really remember.
There's a train crash in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie is Bruce Willis being like, I think I might be unbreakable.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I'm unbreakable. I'm unbreakable. And then before he does anything with his unbreakability,
right,
they're like, and then Samuel L. Jackson was arrested.
Nah, he saved somebody once.
Yeah, maybe.
He saved like one person, though. That's not like very
I
heroic.
save one person. They don't make a movie about me.
I save multiple people every day.
Yeah. How come more people don't fall onto the tracks on the subway?
I don't know, but I'm glad they don't.
Oh my God, I am so glad they don't. But like, I'm always ready to be like, well, at some point, like I'm surprised that once a week I don't have to like help pull somebody back up from the tracks. People walk so close to the tracks.
Yeah.
People are nuts.
People are nuts. If I am standing at a subway track for more than like 2 minutes, I'm thinking about how I'm going to climb out once somebody pushes me into the tracks.
Yeah. Here's my plan.
Okay.
Immediately start running the way that the train is not the way the train goes.
Okay, so not towards the train, because then you're just embracing.
Yeah,
death.
but before the train is even a glimmer in your eye,
yeah,
you fall onto the tracks. Just run to the end of the track, and then the train's going to stop there anyway because it has to pick up all the passengers.
What if it's an express?
Shit.
Yeah, you didn't think about the expresses.
Yeah, guess I'll just accept death.
Yeah,
that's when I pull out the rosary beads.
I mean, a lot of times. The train slowed down a little bit at the express stops, though. So you might just be maimed.
Yeah. I like to think my fellow men and women would pull me out of there, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, that seems to always happen. When somebody does fall on the tracks accidentally, there's always stories about people yanking them out of there.
Subway heroes.
Yeah. You get enough people, you can yank somebody out anywhere.
Yeah. I can't think of any examples.
Subway tracks.
Yeah, not mines. You always get miners not being yanked
but then
out
they
of
get
mines.
them out of there. Once they get enough people, then they can yank them out of the mines.
Wells.
Tim, you got to watch this video of a creepy mine. This man, he goes inside the mine, and there's voices in this mine. And this is not a man that does like a creepy channel. I can send you some stuff from creepy channels. And
what the hell are you talking about? This is not a man who does a creepy channel?
Yeah. No, there are people on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
specify that this was YouTube.
What, did you think it was like network television?
I don't know. He sounded like a 5-year-old trying to tell me about television.
Tim, you'll feel like a 5-year-old watching these creepy channels because that's how scared you'll be.
You watch entirely too much weird YouTube stuff.
Tim, the world's a weird place nowadays. You're probably watching fake news, not knowing about what's going on. There's a creepy mine where you go inside it, and there's voices. And like I said, the guy is not a creepy YouTube guy. I mean, he might be creepy. He does mine reviews, but
wait, that's what it is. It's not like does he do creepy mine reviews, or is this just like he stumbled upon a creepy mine when he was just reviewing?
No, that's the thing.
Mine?
He does all these mine reviews. He goes to abandoned mines and just does like reviews of them, and doesn't do anything about like the creepy stuff. And this one was literally, I mean, I guess he was still reviewing the mine, but it was mostly about this new flashlight he got, and then he's going down the mine, and this guy's got if this is like a hoax, he did his work because he made hundreds of mine videos before he made one that's creepy. And he's like, can you guys hear that? Can you hear that in the video? And then he's like, all right, I'm going to get out of here. This is kind of weird. But he's like not too scared. And then at one point he's like, he turns back around. He's like, can you hear that? And all of a sudden you hear very clearly like, you're like, oh my God, what is that? That's the devil talking. And then he's like, all right, I'm getting out of here. And then that's the show. That's the whole show. And it's 4 hours. It's really good.
I don't think it'll be entirely a bad thing when Trump pulls the plug on the internet.
I thought you were going to say the plug on people going into mines. He's trying to send more people into the mines.
People in the mines.
Yeah. But,
maybe he's just a big fan of that YouTube channel.
He could be. But, I mean, I think these creepy things only happen if there's one miner in there.
Yeah.
Well, and this guy's not a miner. He's just like a guy who likes mines.
This guy's a fool.
I mean, he does it professionally, but for entertainment purposes, which is rare. Like, if you went back like 100 years and told old miners, like, one day people are going to watch magical screens.
Not people. Like,
Millions
people like
of people.
you.
Millions of people. Yeah. People who are aware of what's going on in the world, not just believing whatever's force-fed down their mouth. You watch the news every morning and they're like, in other news, everything's fine in the mines. It's not creepy. Don't worry about it. And you just believe that horse shit.
This episode is sponsored